Well, reaction now from Utah Republican Congressman Burgess Owens. Great to see you, Congressman, as always. What do you make of these radical prosecutors? And it's not just Portland. We have them in L.A. and New York City and Chicago. Radical prosecutors who are literally targeting police and making their communities less safe as a result.
Dave, first of all, good talking with you again. What we have to understand is what we're up against right now is called cultural Marxism. It's designed specifically for chaos. Our system of our country, the way we make things happen, we get up to go to work, we run our businesses, is based on rule of law. It's based on the fact that we can get up every single day and predict that we can safely get home again. When you see these blue cities, it's nothing but chaos. It's done on purpose. Who's hurt the most are those who live in these communities that are away from gates and police force. And it's the elitists, again, that are destroying, David, the opportunity for people to build their businesses, become part of the middle class, and be independent of the elitist class.
And, you know, I don't think there's any question anymore that there is a relationship between these radical policies, whether it's getting rid of bail, allowing a sort of a turnstile justice where violent criminals are out on the street again, whether it's defunding the police. There's a definite relation to that and this huge spike in crime in all these cities, right?
There's no question. The relationship is across the board through this administration. Again, the word is chaos. You see it in the cities, you see it on the border, you see unfairness, you see people being hurt. I mean, there's so much misery, even for those that are coming to this country that do not understand the track they have to take and the misery they have to go along in the process. So we have a very empathy-free administration who's clueless. I'm going to just say three words kind of define it in my mind: lost in space. These people have no idea what they're doing, both the president and vice president. And unfortunately, for American people, we're going to have to deal with this for a little while longer. But the American people are waking up, Dave. And that's
I think
both
they
sides,
are.
Democrats and independents.
Well, I think they are not only on BLM and the defund the police movement, but also on critical race theory and things that divide us. I'd like to switch, though, to something that might unify us. It is Juneteenth. The concept, it took a lot of Americans by surprise. The Federal Reserve didn't even know if they were going to be open or closed today as a result. But it can be seen not as another divisionary movement, even though a lot of divisionary folks you see in the crowd there pushing it. But you say it can also be seen as something that could bring us together. How so?
Juneteenth was already bringing us together. Clay Higgins made a point on the floor yesterday. Across the country, we have, as Americans, been beginning to celebrate that, and I think it should be celebrated. Here's where the process is. They like to divide. They're trying to put up a separate Independence Day, a Black Independence Day, like they did with the national anthem, a Black national anthem. These people are all about division, and as much as we want to come together, find those things we have in common, understand their long game is to divide us. Whether it be a national anthem that's black and white, college kids now going to black and white dormitories. This whole thing of Juneteenth being a Black Independence Day versus a normal Independence Day. My goal is to bring us together, and I look for today where we can celebrate Juneteenth as an Emancipation Proclamation, the time that occurred, and also celebrate the July 4th as a celebration for all of Americans, black and white, because we all paid the price to get to where we are, and blacks paid the price during the Revolutionary War to make sure we won that war also.
And there doesn't have to be any kind of division between celebrating July 4th and celebrating Juneteenth. They're part of the same picture, are they not?
It is. It's celebration of freedom. But we have to keep in mind that July 4th is Independence Day for all of Americans. I don't care who we are, what background, and every culture has made to pay the price to make sure that means something. Juneteenth is another celebration. It's a celebration of freedom for the black community, and it's something that we have embraced across our country. Why bring politics into it? And that's what the left is doing. Once again, if there's a way to divide us, they're going to find a way, even in the ways that seem so simple and easy to do. Yeah. They are finding a way to try to divide a country. So just keep an eye on this and just know that's their end game.
Well, I'm glad you're in Congress, Congressman, because you bring a breath of fresh air to this discussion. It's really a pleasure to talk to you as always. Burgess Owens, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, David.